And actually, real quick, oh, these bricks actually need 2 sand and 2 clay. Okay, so I would like to have a little more than that. I would like to have 2 smelters right away, if at all possible, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Now, the bricks need to be placed on your raft so that they can dry out for a little while. And there's no, like, especially, you know, obvious or, like, really important things, like putting these next to the grill so that the fire could, like, potentially help to dry them out or anything. Like, no, it's the game isn't that, it's not that advanced. it doesn't understand that. So, that's not really a thing that we have to worry about. There we go. I was a little, as you can see, when you get really low on food, your character isn't very happy. To say the least, your character is not very happy, and one of the things that'll happen is you can't actually run in that state when you're really super hungry. So that is something you should be aware of. Now, unfortunately, this anchor is like a one-time use disposable anchor, so once I take this off, that will be that. I guess I'll go ahead and take this real quick. I should be able to research that, right? Yes, and then I can make a bird's nest. And one of the things with the bird's nest, it used to be that the seagulls would lay eggs in the bird's nest. However, that is not the case anymore. Instead, that has been replaced by certain animals that will you can raise on your raft eventually. They lay eggs instead. However, the bird's nest is still a good source of meat if you can stay away from it long enough for the birds to actually, you know, nest in it or whatever. Okay, so we're taking that off, and I'm going to run into the island, so I'm going to go ahead and try to pull myself over this way. We'll grab whatever I can along the way. Oh god. Okay, yeah, we are quite easily clear. Good. Okay, and I'll just actually throw that hook out because it was nearly gone anyway. That's probably too far. Yeah. How long have I actually been playing this? Just a little under an hour. Okay. Time can kind of fly by when you're playing this game. Kind of like a lot of other really good games. Dyson Sphere Program, absolutely one of those. You can just be, you know, plugging along, doing things that you need to do to work on your lines, and then all of a sudden you look up and it's like, oh my god, have I actually been playing this for 4 hours? Well, it seems more like maybe 1.5, but yeah, 4 hours have gone by. That can happen in this game too, absolutely. Once you start getting into the rhythm of things, once you start getting into the flow, things become a lot of fun. Okay, so one of the things that we got was the simple collection net. Okay, and I have enough to make one of those. Now, there is kind of an optimal way to go ahead and place these. I'm not going to claim that I know it, and I'm definitely not going to claim that I'm going to use it. Instead, I'm just going to use, like, basically do it the way I like to do it. The way that my brain can process it and say this is logical. This is smart. It may not actually be logical. It might not actually be smart, but it's the way that I can handle it. It might also have a slight amount of my OCD might have a slight amount of say in it as well, just a wee bit, where I don't like things looking certain ways. But we don't yet have enough rope to... Oh, I did not mean to do that at all. I was actually trying to... I was trying to get that plastic. I was trying to get the plastic, man. I didn't mean to sleep the night away. As you can see, I have just unintentionally demonstrated how that works. Sleeping rather will it will get rid of the night. Absolutely, that's a wonderful thing. However, it will also use up some of your thirst and your hunger, some of your food and water, which might not exactly be a desirable thing to do, depending on where you are for resources and what you have stored up and all that. So just be aware of that. It's a thing that it might help you, it might hurt you. In that case, it really hurt me because it was already getting pretty close to daybreak. So I just kind of lost some food and water for no particular reason. Get out of here, fool. And you'll notice as your raft gets bigger and bigger, it actually gets a lot harder to keep up with where the shark is, and to get him off of your raft. Eventually, there will come a point where the raft, the base of it, because we can build vertically as well, as you probably saw on the menu screen and the example of the raft that was shown there. You can build vertically. But eventually the base of it, the first floor, will actually get so large that you can't even actually really keep up with the shark. And he will more often than not be able to munch on your raft and break a piece of it before you can even get over to him. Now, that's not necessarily a problem, because later on in the game, hopefully, you will have so many collection nets up, collecting so many resources, that it will actually be easier to just replace the piece that he breaks than it would be to try and run over and stop him from breaking it. So that's one of the things that we want to get to at some point. Like that is a state of the game that we want to get to as quickly as possible. That way we don't have to really deal with him, except for when we're trying to collect resources from under the water. But it's gonna take a little bit of doing. It's gonna take some work, some ingenuity, and a little bit of luck to get all the right resources relatively quickly. Now, yes, the bricks are dry, excellent. And actually, 7's a pretty good number to have, because you need 1 for research, and then you need 6 more to make the smelter, as I recall. Yes, I just need nails, which I can make. So now I can actually make a smelter. Which, do I want to make that right away? Yeah, I think I kind of do. I need to make some more raft to work with here, though. And let's go ahead and eat a couple this watermelon. I don't need to eat all of them, but I was gonna say eat a couple, but no, it's actually something you can take 2 bites of. And that should give me enough water for a good amount of time. Go ahead and put the shark meat down there. There we go. There's some food. Okay, so my food and water is back up to levels that I am okay with. And now we need to continue getting as many barrels as we possibly can. Need to get plastic and wood to expand the raft and keep the fires burning to keep me fed. And then for the collection nets, we really need to get as much palm leaf as we possibly can, because I need lots and lots of rope. I need absolutely obscene amounts of rope in order to make these collection nets. You can see it's 8 each. It is 8 apiece, which is pretty ridiculous. But, yeah. And actually, forget my character. I need a drink. I need a drink in real life. Ah, okay. That helps a little bit. I also noticed I need to make an axe. There we go. And I'm actually going to throw the axe in here because I don't want it on my person at the moment. Nope, I do not. I will only need that when I happen to run across an island. Which it looks like we are not running across one anytime real soon. Okay, let's go ahead and make a couple of these collection nets because I wanna show you guys what they're all about. So let me just check real quick, see if there's any. Nope, I don't see any palm leaves. That's unfortunate. That's one of the main reasons why we really want to be on the lookout for islands, because early on, trees are probably the most consistent way to get more palm leaves. You can find them out here, absolutely. Like, there's two right over there, and I think there's one right there. You can find them, but they can be a little few and far between sometimes. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and make a couple more. Alright, so I have 4 collection nets. So how do these work? Well, it's pretty simple. You put it down, anything that comes by just gets sucked right on into it. So we want to put them like this. And then preferably, what I like to do is I put a quarter piece on like this, and then I build like this. And the reason why I do that is because, for the most part, the shark really only attacks the outer edges of your raft, and you don't want the shark to attack your collection nets, because if you can't get to him because your raft has become too large, then unfortunately you are going. Ooh, and actually I need to make where is the anchor? Anchor. I don't have the stones to make an anchor. That is unfortunate. Hopefully I'll get some stones in a barrel coming up here. That would be fan-freaking-tastic. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and, yeah, we're gonna do that real quick. Because I know that that spear is gonna break the next time he attacks it, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I thought somebody was pounding on my door again. It's probably just fireworks. It's probably just fireworks. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. Scared the ever-living crap out of me the other night. The night after the 4th of July. Somebody went ham, and they decided to light off all the rest of their stash, I guess, before leaving for the weekend. Yeah, it was kind of scary. For a while, I was getting real paranoid that SWAT was trying to break down my door. But you can see that these items, they actually go underneath the foundations that you lay down. So there's no reason not to put these foundations on the outsides to kind of block the shark off from going after your collection nets. Now, that's not to say that he can't attack your collection nets, even with that arranged like that, even with these foundations on the outside, because he absolutely can. However, it reduces the odds of him trying to do that. So that to me is it's good enough.